Hey, do you like my look? I was going for a nice glossy tomato, a nice poppy red lobster Canadian flag look, you know? Yes, I am sunburned. I really can't do much about it. I can't put anything on my shoulders, but I don't want to film naked because this is not that kind of video. So hi, welcome back or welcome. You know, considering my situation right now, I wanted to actually do something productive instead of going outside in the nice sunny weather, and so I wanted to clean my room. The thing is, I can't do that because for some reason, I'm picking this up and putting it back in the right place, Mom. I kept all of my study notes for May exams from IB, so I was thinking, the KonMari method, these don't bring me any joy, and so I want to get rid of them, but also make it into a video because why not? Because I wanted to talk about the IB program on this channel for a very long time, and now that I'm finally done, I mean, did I graduate? Maybe. I'll find out July 6th. Now that I'm finally finished IB, completely done, fini, je suis dead, I can finally actually talk about it. So here's my pile of notes. You can't even see it. There it is. Yep. In comparison to me, it's a lot of notes, okay? These are compressed notes. Now when I say that, I mean that this is not every single paper that was given to me in class. These are compressed. I threw papers out throughout my duration of school, and these are the leftovers that I was supposed to go over during the May exams for every single subject I had an exam on. All 13. So this video is going to be about my experience with IB, just talking about IB and ranting about it because that's what we do in IB, we just complain, and just saying whether you should do IB or not if you are wondering whether to do it or not. So let's get into it. So, International Bachelorette IB, it's basically a 2-year program that makes you do university level courses on all of your courses. F of X, integrals, the whole shenanigans, and the brain. And I'm talking about university level of all the subjects. French, history, English, chemistry, math, all university level. So in IB, you have to take 3 HLs and 3 SLs. HL is higher level and SL is standard level. Now HL is exactly what you think it is. It's harder than SL. It's nearly twice the amount of work and things to memorize that are a lot harder than SL. So the SLs that I took is biology, math, and French, and the HLs that I took is chemistry, English, and history. And in every single course that we have to do some sort of assessment that's worth 20% of our grade. For example, in history, we have to make a historical investigation or an HI. In English, we have to do a works and translations essay or the WIT essay. And in all the other subjects, we have to do an IA, which is the internal assessment. But that's not all. Everyone has to take a theory of knowledge or a TOK class. And you also have to do an essay and a presentation on TOK, on theory of knowledge, which is technically just philosophy. How do we know what we know? That stuff. And on top of all of that, another 4,000 word essay on any topic of our choosing, and CAD. You know, I would get into it, but then it's gonna be another 30-minute video like the last one. So I'm just gonna leave it there. This is my brief description of IB, what it's like, what we have to do. So here's my awful experience of IB. Spoiler, it's really awful. So in my first year of IB, it was a really big shock for me. I took pre-IB and it was still a big shock for me. But that being said, there's no way in hell that grade 12 is anywhere near as easy as grade 11. Yeah, sure, we might have not spent as much time learning about the curriculum, but all of the IAs and all of the assignments were due all at the same time. Remember when I talked about December? Well, it was actually Death November, December, Death January, Death February, Death March, and of course, Death April and Death May. There was a week in about February where a chemistry IA final was due, a TOK essay was due, a TOK presentation was also due. All of these things were due on the same week. IB really tests your time management skills. For my EE, I chose the easiest subjects, which is English, and I was still having so much trouble finishing it because 4,000 words is a lot of words. So once I finally finished my extended essay, we didn't really do much assignment-wise in grade 11, leaving everything for grade 12. Oh, this is the frog I dissected. Rip. The thing about IB is that I don't completely regret taking it. Now, I might seem like I regret taking it, and trust me, I do. What I wish I did was take chemistry higher level and biology higher level and maybe math standard level, and then all the other courses just take academic, not do CAS, not do, you know, TOK, extended essay, all of that stuff. Just take the courses because really the courses do help. I mean, I'm not in university right now, but as I said before in my entrance exam vlog, IB really helped me with the stuff that I'm supposed to know for university. And if you do take a first year university of a course you already did in IB, all the teachers said that you're going to find it really easy. Even if you take a course in university that you haven't taken in IB, the time management skills that you make in IB is going to help you out in university a lot. That being said, the amount of hair I lost, the stress that was on my body throughout the entirety of grade 12 was uncomparable. Coffee. Do you know how much coffee I consumed during those 2 years of IB? I had a point that I was drinking literally 5 to 7 cups a day. That's not healthy. When I was doing my assignments right before the mock exams, I was just focusing on my assignments. So I would spend a day, you can't even see the huge pile, what's the point of this video? I would spend that day just doing that one IA or that one, you know, assignment, completely forgetting about all the other subjects. Now, if I had a mock exam the next week, here are all my chemistry notes that I took by hand. So one day it's just bio. The next day is just chemistry, and completely forgetting bio the next day, of course. So it's a lot to keep your head around. I had to give up, well, everything. Not only YouTube, but also necessities like sleep, cleaning my room. I had to give up literally everything to even pass IB. I'm not talking about getting 7. I'm talking about getting a minimum of 4. Because technically, if you don't get the 3 bonus points, which I definitely did not get, you need a 4 at least in every single subject. This is my Aries rising showing right now. So all of this memorized for 13 exams. Just putting it in perspective. I don't know how I'm alive right now because honestly, during those times, I thought that I would not be able to wake up. I was just so exhausted. So moving on to you. That was my experience with IB. The only good thing is that I kind of learned a little bit of chemistry that I'm gonna learn next year. Yay! Anyway, should you do IB? No. Okay. I know that I'm just saying that because of my horrible experience. If you're willing for the endurance of IB, and I don't know, but if you're struggling, if you can afford tutors, if you don't have to work, if all you're gonna do is just study. Also, you have to be aware of the cost of exams. It can get pretty pricey. The thing is, I'm lucky in Nova Scotia, the government pays for all of our exams. That's not the same throughout Canada, that's not the same throughout the world. You kind of have to pay for exams, which can get quite expensive, which already rules out a really big number of people if you think about it. Do universities like IB more? The local university that I have here, Dalhousie University, they really love IB students. From Citadel specifically, they're willing to take anybody who passes. Our chemistry teacher likes to put memes on the back of our tests. It's really great, but still, no. I hate IB. Oh, it's my only good test. I got 17 out of 20 and it was on the macromolecules one too. Wow. Also, I'm not gonna be filming a reaction video on my grades because that's too embarrassing. Because I've seen so many of those and they're like, oh, I got a 6, but I wanted a 7. Oh no, I'm so sad. Like, hun! I'm kidding, but those do infuriate me sometimes. Nothing infuriates me more than like people who are like, oh wow, I got a 6 on this test. I keep on bringing this up, but like, oh, I got a 6 on this test, but I wanted a 7. And then I'm here with a 3, and they're like, oh my gosh, so good. Like, you did so well. Like, you're so smart. Meanwhile, with their 6, they're saying how dumb they are. Do you? It's literally the worst feeling ever. So yeah, this entire video is literally just my opinion on IB and reflections on my experience of IB. You may have a completely different experience with IB, and that's okay. Or I literally have a fever from my sunburn and I'm really mad at IB. This is not a good combination for a video. Okay, look, if you really want to do IB, there is nothing stopping you. I'm not going to stop you. All my warnings are not going to stop you. But don't go crying back to me in the comments, because I will say I told you so. Your senior year is supposed to be the best year of your life. Supposed to be. But without this IB stuff, if you are willing to put in all the work and sacrifice everything to the IB gods, then maybe you'll be okay. Maybe it's not gonna be that bad for you. If you do pre-IB in grade 10 or before that even, and you easily get hundreds and high 90s and all that stuff, and then suddenly you get into the IB program and then you're getting, I don't know, like 70s and 80s and 60. The first instinct is to freak out, and I understand that, because if it didn't work before, if it did work before, why is it not working now? Because when you get to grade 12, all that stuff that you memorized last night to get an easy 100, you're not going to remember anymore, and then you have to relearn it. So if you see that first 70, don't freak out. You know, grade 11 marks, they don't matter. They don't. Maybe the grade 11 exam marks at the end of the year, they kind of matter when it comes to predictive grades in November. But to be fair, grade 11, if you're doing grade 11 right now, finish your EE. Like, at least get a solid topic that works. Test that topic out. Like, see if your EE falls under the guidelines of IB. Just work that out. Get your EEs done. You don't have to completely type in 4,000 words, but at least get an idea. The same thing for your other IAs, like really research the hell out of it. Start doing your assessments, but also start understanding the subject. And don't just memorize these things, because you're really gonna forget about it. You're supposed to know it. Just know the curriculum really well. Don't even care about the marks. The only thing you should care about is understanding the subject and seeing if you are able to pull through to IB. So that's my advice for grade 11s. If you're in grade 10 and you're wondering whether or not to do IB, I mean, if you're not scared of all the things that I said to you, go ahead, do it. You can take that this is some crazy girl with a sunburn just screaming about IB into the abyss. Or you can take it as a warning. What if it actually turns out that way? Maybe this is not the right thing for me. Or if you're like me, because I heard this advice when I was in grade 10 and I didn't listen and I still went for the IB program. You can just take it as, well, that's one experience. Maybe mine will be different. It's really on you. You know, I'm still alive, barely. I have no idea what to do with these notebooks, like filled with notes. Like, I don't want to throw them out, but like, at the same time, well, never mind, just go. And definitely not my math notebook. Well, that's it. Wow, this is it. All of my notes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.